Yo, champion! This video will tell you how your childhood affects your love style now. I have studied psychology for many years. This video will tell you 5 types of love styles. For a limited time, my YouTube course has reopened and is on sale for 75% off. Check it out in the link below. The first love style is the vacillator. This is a child who had a very unpredictable parent. The parents would give the child a little bit of attention so the child desires more, but never gives the child enough. This clearly sends a signal to the kid that he or she is not the parent's top priority. The child develops abandonment issues and often feels like no one understands them and that they are alone. These children look for any signs of rejection and fear abandonment above all else. These people idealize new relationships, and when these people find a partner, the early stages often consist of heated passion. The vacillator has an unrealistic image of how their partner should behave, and this ends up causing the vacillator to feel disappointed and placing the blame onto their partner for not giving them enough attention and love. This causes the vacillator partner to feel like they are walking on eggshells 24/7. In order to have a healthy relationship, vacillators need to have realistic expectations of their partner so that their unfair expectations don't hurt the relationship. Also, vacillators need to take the time to fully learn about their partner before simply jumping into a relationship. The second love style is the pleaser. These people are the ones who had overly critical parents or who were overly protected. This is when the parents label the child as a good boy or good girl whenever they did something right, but the minute they made a small mistake, a switch would flip and the parent would immediately criticize the child. Also, the parent often tries to control everything the child does in an attempt to protect them from themselves or from making poor choices without letting the child make decisions for themselves. From the outside, the pleaser looks collected and often has high grades in school, but inside, they often suffer from insecurities. Pleasers are often kind to other people, but struggle to deal with any interpersonal conflicts with others. Pleasers feel absolutely uncomfortable with conflict and will do often anything it takes to end the conflict immediately, even if it means caving in quickly. These people will try to keep everyone else happy, often sacrificing their own happiness in the process. In relationships, people pleasers have a hard time setting up healthy boundaries and often get these boundaries violated by their partner, which can cause the pleaser to blow up many years after the partner had been doing these activities. Because pleasers care far too much about the opinions of others, the main way for people with the pleaser's love style is to try not to care about the opinions of others, realize that their own opinions are very important, practice voicing their opinions, and set up personal boundaries in order to stand up for themselves and to do what they believe is morally correct instead of simply caving into the demands of others. The third love style is the victim. This person generally grew up in a household full of chaos where the parents were very aggressive and hostile, sometimes even resorting to violent acts. The parents at any time could be triggered by their child and take out their aggression out on the kid. In order to survive in such an environment, the victim learns to stay out of the way and be as silent as a mouse to avoid receiving any aggression. These children learn to escape reality by having a vivid imagination when their real-life situations become too overbearing. These people often suffer from depression, anxiety, and sometimes even PTSD. These people often have learned the false belief that they are unable to change other people despite the fact that all people have this power to some degree. The victim is generally someone who goes with the flow, but to an extreme degree. Their romantic partner will initially like them due to the victim's easygoing nature, but often later despise them due to seeing their partner as a 5-year-old child and someone who is weak on the inside. Sadly, many people with the victim lifestyle get married to an abusive, controlling partner just like their parent. The only way for someone with the victim lifestyle to have a happy relationship is to learn to stand up for themselves and say no to people when they don't want to do something. And setting up healthy barriers with their partner is critical for preventing manipulation. The fourth love style is the avoider. The avoider love style is often someone who grew up in a household with very little affection. This household often discouraged people from expressing themselves or showing intimacy, such as hugging or kissing. This household greatly values and reinforces the children to become very independent. These children become excellent at taking care of their own needs from a very young age and rely on logic to deal with everyday situations as opposed to emotions. In relationships, the avoider has great difficulty verbalizing their affection to their partner. These people often prefer to use other methods to show their love, such as giving gifts or physical touch. But some of these people even have difficulty where showing love through physical intimacy is very challenging for them. Early in the relationship, the partner of the avoider is attracted to the perceived sense of stability and leadership qualities of the person. The problem, though, is that the avoider tends to focus too much of their time in their hobbies or work, and this can cause their partner later on in their relationship to feel as if they are not important to the avoider and are often left out from key decisions. The fifth love style is the controller. The controller is someone who is ignored by their parents during early childhood and felt like they had no protection. These people learned that the only way to survive was to take care of themselves since they had no one else who would do it for them. In order for these people to feel stable, they have to control everything around them and to keep anything that makes them feel helpless or scared at arm's length. Controllers often display anger very easily towards other people and use it as a weapon to control everyone around them and maintain their individual sense of power. Just like psychopaths, controllers can lack empathy for other people and emphasize that people are compliant with their demands. If things aren't done exactly the way that a controller wants it to be done, they will often burst with anger at that person to try to control and manipulate them. Early in a relationship, the partner of the controller often feels attraction for the controller because they like the decisiveness and strong personality that the controller displays. Further in the relationship, though, the partner will often feel that they were emotionally abused and felt constant fear of upsetting their partner. People who are controllers need to understand that they have to trust other people in order to have a healthier relationship with them and to learn to manage their anger problems to prevent outbursts. If you learned some cool new things about love styles from today's episode, then make sure to subscribe right now. Just click on the subscribe button below. Now, I want to turn it over to you. What new fact did you learn about today? Is it A, people who are controlling often had parents who didn't protect them, or B, you fit one of these love styles? Let us know by leaving a comment below right now.